The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyson Alualu breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Shark with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On third down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Completion here, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think from both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try the left side with ETN. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Fighting to stay upright. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On play action, Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Allen going to throw. And it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Allen now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 41, Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Flush pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And they work this out past the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Allen now on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Come on, let's go.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 29, Hurts being chased out left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyson Alualu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit!
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Hurts throw complete there to Beckham.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Hurts.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some... And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24.
Lions 41, Falcons 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Detroit. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a rare loss for them as they fall to 13-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.